Hey friends, it's Mrs. Walker. For our lesson today, we're going to continue working with adding numbers with different strategies. So our learning goal for today says, I can use and explain the totals below and the new groups below method. So friends, remember the totals below is the new strategy that we just learned in our previous lesson, and the new groups below is just that vertical form or the standard algorithm. So the materials that you'll need for this lesson are just your dry erase board and your place value chart. So make sure you have those before we get started. All right, friends, so here's our first problem, 134 plus 28. So let's solve this problem using two different strategies. We're going to use the new groups below, and we're going to use the totals below. So we're going to use vertical form and then the totals below that we learned in our previous lesson. So let's get started. All right, so I want you guys to try and solve that using those two different strategies. So this is where it's up to you guys to use those math skills that you've learned and show what you know on two different ways that you can solve 134 plus 28. So go ahead and pause this video, solve this problem, and then click play when you're ready to go over it together. All right, friends, so let's start with the new groups below, right? That standard algorithm or vertical form. So both of these strategies, you have to rewrite them vertically. So as we do that, we are writing them nice and neat with the ones place lined up with in the ones place, the tens place lined up with the tens, and the hundreds lined up with the hundreds. That's very important with this strategy. So when we add here, we have 8 plus 4. Well, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8 plus 4 is 12. So I write that with my 2 in the ones place, and the new group goes below on my line there. So then I move to my tens place. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 more is 6. So now I have 6 tens. And in the hundreds place, 1 plus 0 is still 1. So using this strategy, the new groups below, or the standard algorithm, 134 plus 28 equals 162. Let's see what we get when we use the totals below. Okay, so again, you're rewriting it in vertical form, and you're writing both of the numbers in expanded form. So 134 is 100 plus 30 plus 4. And 28 is 20 plus 8. And again, remember when you're lining these up as well, you want to keep your numbers together. So the ones place stays with the ones, hundreds and the tens stay together on their own. Okay, so start with the ones. Just from before, we know that 4 plus 8 equals 12. Well, I'm going to write that total below. Then I move to my tens place. So 30 plus 20 is 50. I move that total below. And then just my 100 stays the same, and I move that total below. Now I add all of that together. So in the ones place, 2 plus 0 is 2. And in the tens, 5 plus 1 is 6. And the hundreds place is just 1 still, 100. So friends, both strategies, we got 162. Awesome. All right, so let's show what you guys know with solving this problem. So again, let's solve it using two different strategies. We're going to use the totals below and the new groups below, or vertical form. So pause the video, solve it using those two different strategies, and then click play when you're ready to go over it together. All right, friends, pause if you need more time. Otherwise, let's start with our new groups below. So again, we write them nice and neat in the vertical form, line up those numbers super straight, and then we add in the ones place first. So 6 plus 9 equals 15, right? Because I can look at that really quick and say, oh, that 9 only needs one more to make a 10, so that's 10 plus 5. Same thing, right? So here's my 15. My 5 goes in my ones place, and there's my new group below, my new 10. So then I add my tens. So 7 plus 5 plus 1 is 13. So I put my 3 in the tens place and my new 100 that I made in the hundreds place. And then I have 100 plus 100, so 1 plus 1 equals 2. So 235 is my total for my new groups below. Let's check it out with our totals below to see if we get the same answer of 235. So here we're going to rewrite it vertically, and then we are writing them in expanded form. So 176 is the same as 100 plus 70 plus 6. Then we move to our 59, and that's in expanded form is 50 plus 9. Okay, so when we come over to here, we add our totals. So in the ones place, 9 plus 6 equals 15. So we move that total below right here. Then we move to our tens place, which is 70 plus 50. Well, I know that 7 plus 5 is 12. So 12 tens equals 120. So I move that total below. And then my 100 stays the same since there's nothing to add to it. And I move that total below as well. So add all of that together. In the ones place, I have 5 plus 0 plus 0, which is 5. And in the tens place, 2 plus 1 plus 0 is 3. And then in the hundreds place, 1 plus 1 is 2. So both problems, we got the same answer of 235. So friends, raise your hand if your favorite strategy out of these two is the totals below. Some of you? Okay, that's cool. Raise your hand if some of you, your favorite strategy is the new groups below or that vertical form of the standard algorithm. Raise your hand if that's one of your favorite strategies. Yeah, some of you like that one too. So that's super cool to have different strategies that might be one of our favorites that we're probably like the expert at. Okay, so great job, friends. You guys rock using totals below and new groups below. Please head back on over to the module to see what you need to complete for your independent practice. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. And I'd be happy to help. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye, friends.